Teams have worked for months to get to this point. A chance at a regional championship and a spot in the state Final Four. And for the Buckeye Central Buckettes, they have a chance to make it back-to-back trips, but in their way, a familiar foe, a team they had to defeat in the regional semis last year, 13th ranked Springfield. Both teams 4 quarters away from Dayton. Who will punch their ticket? We'll find out on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you. I got 2 feet on the ground, head flying in the clouds. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Hands up in the sky, it's all gonna be alright. It's just the little things, all of the little things. It's love the little things, love the little things.
We welcome you inside the Civista Bank pregame show for this, the Division IV Regional Championship between state number 13 Springfield and those Buckettes of Buckeye Central. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi alongside Northern 10 Hayden Gray. And Hayden, you work all season to get to this point, and it's a familiar point for these Lady Buckettes, or just Buckettes I should say.
Absolutely. You know, always talked about Willard becoming another gym for them that they're familiar with as a home gym, and rightfully this year you can argue Perry is becoming that third home gym for them up here again, and with 3 of the same teams coming up to Perry High School this year, Buckeye Central looking again to be the one team to punch their ticket, come out of here, and head to Dayton next week.
And let's get into things right now with our team spotlights, and first let's take a look at the 13th ranked team in the state of Ohio in Division IV, and that is the Springfield Lady Tigers, a team that made it here last year but fell to Buckeye Central in the regional semi. Buckeye Central then defeated the team they defeated on Thursday, Dayton, 44-33. Offensively, 48.5 points per game. Defensively, the 20th best defense in Division IV basketball, 32.1. They've allowed 40 points defensively twice this season. They went 1-1.
Yeah, this team wants to, they want to take you out of it early. They want to stifle you defensively, pick up their lead, and then just slow you down, allow no kind of resurgence. So this is not going to be an easy ball game for Buckeye Central, but this is a team that brings back 3 of the 5 starters that were on last year's semifinal team, which fell to Buckeye Central by about 30 points. A game that I watched again another time just yesterday. So they are hungry, they're back, and I'm sure they're looking for some vengeance from last year.
And one of the main pieces to the success this season is the all-time leading scorer in Lady Tigers history, Jaycey Mullen, 17 points per game, 12 rebounds. This game goes through her for Springfield.
Absolutely. Mullen, the all-time leading scorer, not just for the girls, for the boys too. the top basketball scorer in Springfield history. Everything runs through her. She's going to try and get her hands on the ball nearly every possession, so they have to keep an eye on her. She's a walking double-double, so they're going to have to keep a close mark on her and keep her shut down tonight, try and take her out of the action.
If she can succeed, possibly Springfield can too, to get to Dayton in the Final Four. But there's another team on the other side of things that is used to big games like this, and that is the Buckettes of Buckeye Central under head coach Abram Capel. Student section wearing crowns for King Capel tonight. 23-3. Their 3 losses. A Shelby team in Division II that played in a district final. Also, who was it? Was it not Springfield, but Smithfield. The Smithfield team that went to a district championship as well. And then Winford, kind of a head-scratching loss, but it was a loss that Coach Capel said woke this team up and got them back into shape. This is their 7th consecutive regional. They defeated Springfield 61-28 last year's regional semifinal. A team that's averaging 48.4 points per game, 31 points per game defensively. That's good for 14th best in the state of Ohio. And then you see their shooting statistics, but the Buckettes, they like to play defense as well.
Yeah, that is something that often can be forgotten when they've got as many scores as they do. Their defense, I think that's arguably one of their highest quality traits that they have. They want to try and force a lot of turnovers, which allow them to get out and running and do their thing offensively. So that's one of those tonight where you've seen here throughout the tournament, they've been able to slow teams down. They slow down South Central, Danbury, and they certainly slow down Western Reserve via their defense the other night back on Thursday. So you know that's a goal again here tonight. They want to try and come out right away, put points up, but more importantly, they want to limit Springfield and limit their looks.
And looking at our player spotlight tonight, one of our co-MVPs from Thursday's game, that was one Kennedy Deppen. 10 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, but as she said in her MVP interview, she has finally been able to get into the offense, the defense of the squad this season, and she has really excelled helping balance out this team that has multiple scorers that average over 9 points a game. That is 4 scores.
Well, and to be honest, I think it's just one of those things where she kind of had to realize it herself, because Kennedy was a critical part to last year's run, whether she knew it or not. I mean, just right here in this gym, had a 6-point swing in about 5 seconds against Springfield on 2-and-1s that arguably changed the whole dynamic of that game going into halftime. So Kennedy plays a vital role on this team and certainly is going to be called upon to do that again here tonight.
You mean these plays? Siesel into the lane, puts up the floater, counted and one. Free throw good.
Every second is another chance and opportunity for them to push the ball and get some points.
Deppen with the steal, puts it up at the buzzer. Nope. She's fouled and one.
So, I mean, that swing right there arguably helped launch them with a huge momentum swing.
Folks.
Springfield was kind of on a little bit of a run getting back into the game before halftime.
Yeah, and that was the reason why the Buckettes made it to Dayton, where they fell in the state semifinal to the eventual state champions, as we are almost ready to go here for the playing of the national anthem here at Perry High School. I want to welcome everybody.
No, I was going to mention, because you brought up Waterford, I was going to mention that I did see they were eliminated from this year's tournament already, but I saw where they had liked something about this game, kind of wishing the Buckettes luck, so nice to see.
And we want to welcome everybody watching live and free here this evening on the OH Report. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you out. Had a lot of viewers on Thursday, despite our internet problems at the beginning, but we welcome you in as we set it down to the floor for the playing of our national anthem. just about ready to tip this regional championship off. Let's get back into things with our keys to victory. Hayden in first for 13th rated Springfield. As for every team, find Kate Siesel. You find her, you shut her down, you might, and I say might because of what we saw in the first half of the game against Western Reserve, you might have a chance to stick with them and then handle the ball. Like we always say, Buckeye Central is a very good defensive team. They will force turnovers, so if they turn you over, you're going to have some problems. Now the keys to victory for the Buckettes of Buckeye Central High School. And kind of keeping with Kate Siesel, shoot or shoot. You saw her miss some shots in the first half, but she kept the confidence, and she really took it on in the second half, Hayden. And I think that's a big key is they just got to keep shooting the ball because they know when it goes in, that's when they get hot.
Well, I think another thing that can be tied in with that, too, is another kind of underlying storyline is Riley Concert didn't score in the game on Thursday, but she didn't need to.
No,
that's exactly what Abe Capel spoke about with some of the media after the game was that they don't need her to be the leading scorer on any given night because this team is dynamic enough that inevitably 1, 2, 3 other girls are going to put up balanced numbers, and what she does on the offensive and defensive glass, and then her assist as well as being a mental leader. So yeah, and she kept shooting though despite not getting a score. So that does apply to both her, Kate, and the rest of them. The more shots they put up, the more comfortable it gets.
And my second, pack it up, pack it in. If they play like they did against Western Reserve where they pack inside the arc, force some tough shots, then they will be jumping around at the end of this game with a regional championship. But now let's take a look at the starters. First for the Buckettes as Hayden Gray put a beautiful starting lineup video together. There she is, the sharpshooter, Kate Siesel, Kennedy Deppen, both averaging 9 points. Nevaeh Metzger, who's filled in and done really well. Paige Colleen, one of the best post defenders in the Northern 10, and then Riley Concert, the Northern 10 Player of the Year under head coach Abram Capel. And now let's look at the starters for. Actually, we'll show you these starters for Buckeye Central, then we'll pull up the starters for Springfield. Siesel coming in averaging 14.5 points per game. Concert 9.2. Deppen, 9.6. Sydney Worm, who we will see getting minutes off the bench. She hit a big three in the regional semi in her first game back. She averages 9.1. And then Colleen and Metzger, more of the defense rebounding players, 2.2 and 2.9 points per game. But that balance is phenomenal for a team like Buckeye Central. As we pull up the Springfield starting lineup, and this offense, as you say, Hayden, goes through Jaycey Mullen.
Yeah, it absolutely does, and it's clear why. She's been a prolific scorer for them. You don't get to over 1,400 points in your career by mistake, so they're going to have to really key in on her. They had the chance, Springfield playing in that first game against Dalton on Thursday night, so they got to watch most of that, get a little insight on how she plays better. Obviously, they remember her from last year, too, one of the starters on this Lady Tigers team, so they're going to pay careful attention to her, key in on her, and with preparation, hopefully they'll be able to lock her down defensively as they would like to tonight.
Once again, we want to welcome everybody watching live and free this evening on the OH Report. Take a look, see if anybody has any comments so far. We do have some comments. First, I just got a message from one Scott Sellers, the head coach of the Lady Colts at Clear Fork High School. Good luck, Buckeye Central, from the Clear Fork Lady Colts. Thanks for watching, Scott. And a lot of comments already, actually. Penny Haydinger watching from Panama City in the hospital. And I have been given a shout-out from Mara McDougall's grandmother, Penny. She's watching the game from Punta Pacifica Hospital in Panama City, Panama. She wants to say good luck to all the Buckettes and bring home the win. And we wish you the best of health, Penny, and we hope you make it back. Hopefully, maybe for something that could happen on Thursday night. As you see, Abe Capel pumping up his squad. I haven't seen him this animated this season, Hayden.
No, I haven't, and he's, I love it. He gives off a very cool, calm, and collected vibe, but when those emotions come out, I love to see it.
About ready to go. Deppen. And Mullen with the tip. Mullen wins it. Springfield with the first possession.
I really like the matchup, having Nevaeh Metzger on her. That's someone that has a huge motor that's going to be able to stick up with her a lot.
Mariana Toscano with it, closely guarded by Kate Siesel. Siesel works through the screen as she gives it off to Ava Vecchione. Vecchione tries driving, gets it into the corner to Lesnack. She's going to try a three, and she hits. Springfield on the board.
It's a big corner three. Good look from Lesnack, though, to get them on the board first.
They strike first. It's 3-0 as Buckeye Central gets its first possession. Metzger over to Concert. Top of the key to Colleen, then back over to Kate Siesel. Springfield in that man-to-man defense. Deppen to Concert. 1 minute gone by, 3-0 Springfield. Concert working away inside, backdoor cut. Stolen away by Springfield. First turnover, the game goes to Buckeye Central.
Brungard did a nice job of getting that one, and she was a big part, another returning starter from last year's semifinal team.
Mullen gets it over to Lesnack. Lobs it in, but it's stolen away. Good double team defense there. Concert stops at the three-point line. She'll get it back out to Siesel, who drives it in, scoops it up and in. Buckeye Central on the board. Kate Siesel with her first points of the game. It's 3-2.
Great cut and take from Kate. I liked that she didn't hesitate there. She knew she wanted to take it inside and attack.
Mullen hands it off to Toscano. Barely avoids the 5 count as he gets it to Vecchione. Then back to Lesnack. Skip pass to Mullen. 2 minutes gone by. It's 3-2. Mullen double team, gets it out to Brungard.
I believe Lesnack was that third other returning starter from last year's team.
I believe I do remember her from last year, yeah. Mullen, she's going to drive it in, puts it up, off the iron, no good. Offensive board, put back, foul and one.
That's going to be something that's going to have to be dealt with frequently tonight. Brungard, such a great presence in the paint. Buckeye Central's going to have to come in and kind of dedicate a couple bodies to try and compete with her on the glass.
Jamaica Brungard's first points. Free throw up, no good. Rebound, Buckeye Central. 5-2 the score here early on. Deppen, right side, gets it ahead to Colleen, then to Metzger. Siesel, she's going to try a three. Off the back iron, short. Rebound to Brungard.
Buckeye Central going the same direction as they started off on Thursday night, where Siesel went 0 from 5. Not saying that that's going to happen again here tonight, but just something of note.
Lady Tigers barely beat the 10-second count. Layup, no good. Rebound, Kennedy Deppen. Good defense as they got back.
And she's going to have a nice night along with Colleen inside the paint.
Metzger, layup good in transition. Beautifully executed by the Lady Buckettes.
I'm telling you, I think the sophomore could play a bigger role tonight than most people would expect. I think she might be one of the keys to a Buckeye Central win tonight.
5-4. Lesnack gets it to Vecchione. Then to Mullen. Mullen with Colleen closely guarding her, trying to go baseline. She does, but we're going to get a push foul on Colleen. And look out for that. If the refs are going to call this one close, we may be seeing a lot of fouling tonight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it is kind of called from the get-go tonight, because, you know, these tournament games can go one or the other quite often. It can be super physical or any touch is a foul, so they'll have to be observant so no one gets into foul trouble too early.
Sydney Worm checks in for the first time tonight. Skipped into Brungard, finishes 7-4. Great entry pass to Jamaica for the points. Worm thought about a three, drives to the elbow, brings it back out, and gets it to Concert. Riley checked, no call, and she turns it over. Mullen spins, travels, no call. Rebound put back up and in. Lesnack with her fifth. It's 9-4, and Coach Capel's going to call a timeout.
I think it's a wise timeout to take as you take a look on the First Federal Community Bank replay at Mullen's last basket there. But I think it's a wise timeout early into the game. And this is, you're done playing checkers of regular season. This is chess, and you got to make sure that you're taking care of the mind just as much as you are the physical body of work. So Coach Capel taking the time out here, I'm sure trying to calm them down a little bit.
But you remember last year, the game kind of started off like this as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's just, withstanding that quick, rush early on. You can sustain that, get into your game, then we get going. But a really good start, however, by Springfield here, leading 9-4.
Yeah, I just rewatched last year's semifinal game the other morning, and it did. That first quarter was really closely contested. The final score doesn't show how, very close. And we watched those plays that kind of shifted things at the end of the second quarter. That was a close half where both teams kind of had to figure out how to navigate.
Buckettes with possession. 3:45 left opening quarter. Worm with the scoop, doesn't go. Rebound, the Brungard.
Yeah, Worm's still looking a little bit off. I think, ankle's still bothering her a little bit.
Springfield with possession, up 5. Toscano back out to Lesnack, who has 5 points already. They're looking to get it inside the Brungard, who has the other 4 points. Vecchione back out to Mullen.
Watch this screen and roll here. Nothing comes of it.
Scoops off the side of the backboard, and that's going to be out of bounds. So a good defensive possession for Buckeye Central out of the timeout. 3:04 left here, opening quarter. It's 9-4 Springfield. Conser gets it to Deppen. Deppen will try to take it herself. Jumps off the front iron, no good. Brungard with the rebound.
And that's where she was strong the other night. Didn't look like there was enough put on that to try and get it into the basket.
Mullen kicks it back out to Toscano. Spins, and then gets it back out to Jaycey. Springfield resetting here, up 9-4.
And here's where you can see the Lady Tigers like to slow things down. They've built a 5-point lead. Now they want to limit the Buckettes' possessions the rest of the 2 minutes here.
They're going to try lobbing it in. It will stay, though, as it just touched the fingertips of Ella Evac. So Evac didn't see that there was nobody behind her, tried to go for the interception, tipped out of bounds, and the Lady Tigers avoid it. 3 in the corner, off the back iron, no good. Conser with a great box out, gets the board. 2 minutes left in the first. Deppen, left side, thought about pulling back for 3, instead gets it to Riley. Scoops deflected out of bounds, and it will stay with Buckeye Central with 1:52 left in the first.
So you're kind of picking up on right now the Lady Tiger defense. They're swarming. They've limited Kate Siesel to just one shot attempt here in the first nearly 7 minutes.
Conser closely guarded, gets a big screen. She's going to try, and she's going to get fouled. First foul call against Springfield is going to go against Brungard. Brungard's first.
And I think that's something big for the Buckettes to try and attack. What happens when you get some of their key players in foul trouble? What does their depth look like compared to yours?
They haven't subbed yet either. Conser, double teamed. And she is fouled.
There we go.
Who's it on?
It's not on
a quick
Brungard,
second?
I don't believe. Doesn't look like it the way she was consoling her teammate.
It's on Toscano, her first.
But I think, again, that's an area where it doesn't even matter so much where it's on every time because this BC team shoots free throws lights out.
Siesel for 3. Off the side iron. Offensive board, though, by Metzger.
Wow.
But she's bumped out of bounds.
That's
Got to give her room to move,
extension of the leg, not sure about that.
1:20 left in the first. 9-4. Toscano gets it stripped by Siesel, and it will stay with Springfield.
And that's what we got to see more of. They got to be right up in the face of the Springfield ball handlers. This is a team that likes to create turnovers, but I think they could do a little bit better of a job here. 7 minutes in, Springfield has not turned the ball over nearly as much as opponents have normally fared.
Vecchione. Had to pick up her dribble, but gets it over to Mullen as we go under a minute left in the first. Lesnak just throws it up, doesn't get it to go, and a rebound to Kate Siesel. Both teams playing very good defense inside the paint in this first. Cecil's going to go all the way to the hole, and she's fouled, and we'll have 2 shots.
That's what I want to see out of Kate Siesel right there, is attack mode. No fear to go up against Mullen, and then you get one of their best players, their first foul of the game, and a chance to cut it back to just a 3-point game.
Siesel, a 73% free throw shooter, looking for her 3rd and maybe 4th points. No good on the first.
Grace Colleen will check in for Sydney Worm.
Second free throw, good. 9-5 on Cecil's 3rd point.
Now what'll be big here is no easy baskets here in under 30 seconds. That goes both ways. If Springfield's able to hold on, don't let them get a clean look off. But if you do turn the ball over, don't let the Buckettes go down and drill a 3. That would totally shift momentum.
Back out front to Vecchione. She's going to throw it into the 3rd row. The pressure caused the turnover, and Buckeye Central with 11.5 seconds left will have a chance to cut into this deficit as Sydney Worm will check back in.
So any points here, right here, help you a lot, and they help you tremendously going in, not just on the scoreboard, but in your head.
They'll have possession to start quarter 2 as well. 4 seconds, 3, 2 seconds,
Get out the fire.
1. Loses the handle, and that's how the quarter will end, but Buckeye Central will get it to start quarter number 2. Springfield with a strong start. They lead 9-5 after 1 in this regional championship in D4.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
One quarter in the books in this Division IV regional final. 9-5 Springfield leads. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. Buckettes will get possession to start quarter number 2, but a solid quarter for Springfield. A couple big buckets early, then Buckeye Central settled in defensively, but they just haven't been able to get some buckets to fall themselves.
Sure, I think if you're Springfield, that's a big win. That first quarter is marked down as a win. You took it 9-5. You really stifled them offensively. Now you got to try and replicate that, but BC got to get some points here, see a bucket fall through.
Siesel for 3, just off the mark. But a throw out in transitions turned over.
And now these turnovers, they just have to be translated back over to points. Springfield showing that they're going to turn it over a few times.
That was deflected and rebounded by Springfield. Right side to Vecchione. Nearly lost the handle, stripped again, and stolen away by Siesel. So 2 quick turnovers in the second quarter.
Got numbers here to work with.
Deppen for 3, no good. Another miss from beyond the arc.
I really would like to see more attack mode from them. That's where they've been finding luck and at least getting to the free throw line.
Mullen to Vecchione. Then to Toscano, as we have not had a substitution for Springfield yet, as we get a jump ball. Great job by Concert to come around and tie up Springfield, and now Springfield will make its first substitution of the game. Kerrigan Mullen checks in.
This is where Buckeye Central has to try and take advantage down low while Brungard's out, because they're not going to keep her out very long, I'm certain.
Mullen with it. Nearly got it stolen away, but Toscano will drive. Then she does lose it. Third Springfield turnover of the second. Concert kicks it over to Deppen. Deppen to Concert for three and another miss. When they start falling, those will be good shots, but right now they just cannot get a three to go.
That's what I mean. I would really like to see them attack.
Mullen looking to get through the screen. She does. Scoops it. Just forces it up, though. No good. Rebound, Buckeye Central.
Opened on a
Worm.
2-minute drought for both teams.
To Concert. Back to Sydney. The way she's been moving, it looks like her ankle feels fine. Deppen gets it right side. Concert for three. No good again, but a long offensive rebound. Back out to Riley, now to Kennedy. Looking for Kate Siesel across the baseline, and she'll pull it back out with 5:30 left in the half. Both teams yet to score here in quarter two as it's 9-5. Kate, she's going to drive it in, puts it up off the iron, no good. Paige Colleen, though, gets another offensive board. Deppen trapped and called for the double dribble.
They can't bail from each other so quickly after that, because then you're left in the corner. That's probably one of the toughest places on the floor to be picked up on a double team like that.
Brungard will check back in. 5:12 left in the half, and Springfield hasn't scored since the midway point of quarter one. However, Buckeye Central, pretty much the same.
Right, they have a free throw. That's about it.
Mullen gets it back to Lesnack and then back to Mullen. Trying to get a screen from Brungard. She takes it in, puts it up off the iron, no good. Fighting for it, and it will go to Buckeye Central.
So
and after the first 5 fouls in the first 3 minutes, the referee's calming down a little bit and letting the teams play.
Well, and you can see why for 90% of the game, Dowton held a big lead over Springfield, almost getting to double digits once, because Dowton likes to run like Buckeye Central and they like to attack. The Buckettes just haven't been able to get shots to fall right now.
Concert forces it up and can't get it to go.
And I guess my only answer right now is try and find your way to the free throw line somehow.
Inside the Brungard. She'll scoop it off the glass, no good. And another rebound by Buckeye Central, but a travel.
Yep. Concert and Deppen got tied up right there, and it's one of those where you fall over and you're like, oh, that's my teammate.
Yeah, and I did see on the rebound that Mullen did not get contact in the back. She had her arms over, but that's legal. That kind of helped it, too. Got to get it in. Barely does to Brungard. Tries to drive, and she traveled, but no call.
Wow. That is the second missed travel of the night.
Three in the air, airballed. Ball don't lie moment as Buckeye Central comes out with it. That was right in front of us, so I know that was a travel. And Riley
right
Concert, like you said, takes it to the hole and gets fouled.
Right, and it's not a slam or a knock, but it's just
you have to make those calls.
You got to read the gym. No one's shots are falling right now,
Yeah.
so get to the free throw line. Try and do something you do every day in practice, something that you feel comfortable with, knocking them down. I mean, I know the stage is a lot bigger. The gym's a lot more full, but
Concert hits the first, and we finally have a point at the midway point of quarter number two. First point for Riley, it's 9-6.
and I mean, you look on the other side, 5 points from Mullen, 4 from Brungard. All 9 points only coming from two Tigers.
Riley gets both as she's the third Buckette to score, and it's a 2-point game.
So it's been a 5-player game right now.
Gets it inside the Mullen. Puts it up short. Rebound. Won't get it to fall, but she will shoot free throws.
I'm interested to see who this one's going against, whether it's Deppen or Colleen.
It's Colleen.
So that'll be her second.
That's her third. Yeah. She's the only player from Buckeye Central with fouls. So she will most likely have to sit the rest of the half.
One of their top defenders, so this is definitely going to hurt. Nevaeh Metzger, though, will check in, which is a solid substitution. Just lacks a little bit of the height.
And also for the last half of the first quarter, she sat out. Buckeye Central held Springfield scoreless. We haven't seen a field goal since about the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Mullen hits both. It's back to a 4-point game. Concert across the timeline. Gets it to Deppen. Back to Sydney Worm, looking back toward to Siesel. Instead gets it to Concert. 3:20 left in the half, 11-7 Springfield. Metzger will take it back out front to Kennedy Deppen. Over to Worm. Worm thought about the three, but will give it back. 3 minutes left in the half. Worm, she's going to drive it. Tried the kick. It's deflected and turned over, but we'll get a jump ball, and it will go right back to Buckeye Central. So a turnover on each side. It's the 6th for Springfield, the 5th for Buckeye Central.
Evac will come in for Metzger.
And I was talking to Ella's dad before the game. There has been an evac on all 7 straight district championship teams.
That is wild. That is really cool statistic.
Siesel, closely guarded, gets a screen back to Deppen. Deppen goes into the lane, back to Siesel for 3. Again, off the back iron, rebound will stay with Buckeye Central.
And you know, very much a parallel to the other night. She's just got to keep shooting. She talked about it herself.
And it was that end as well.
Right. She gets the go-ahead and the support of her coaches, but that time it'll be a travel.
Lost the handle. Springfield will get it back up 4 with 2:33 left in the half. And I think right now, if you're Buckeye Central, you got to keep it around at least 4 points going into the break to where you can regroup. Both of these teams, top 20 defenses in Division IV, and it's showing so far. 11-7 Springfield. Lesnack now, so we hit 2 minutes. Over the Brungard. Skips it back out. Springfield just happy taking the air out of the ball. Trying to force it in. No, a three's taken off the iron. No good. Rebound to Sydney Worm. Worm gets it ahead to Concert. Back to Sydney. She'll drive it into Deppen.
Go up with it.
Puts it up. It's blocked, though. As Lesnack got a hand on the ball.
I think they hesitated a little bit too much on that fast break.
1:12 left in the half. Vecchione goes into the lane, kicks it left side. Toscano for 3. Airballed and saved by Buckeye Central. Both teams with 8 defensive rebounds as we're under a minute left in the half. Concert. Back to Worm. Fakes the 3, gets it back to Riley. Over the Deppen. Back to Riley. To Kennedy again. Kennedy's going to try to drive, gets it back to Riley. She has an open 3. Still can't get it to fall, though. Great look. 30 seconds left in the half, under 30.
End of the first quarter, Tigers turn it over. We'll see if they get some redemption.
Oh, they had a backdoor look. Brungard's fouled.
And that right there was a good take from her. This is what I think the Buckettes need to replicate. Go in strong, make them defend you.
Both sides, yeah.
Because right now that's the only aggressiveness that we've seen on offense from either side.
Brungard 0 of 1 from the line this evening. Make it 0 of 2.
I'm sure the discussion point at halftime is going to be just how many opportunities there have been available to capitalize on in the Buckettes so far. Just haven't been able to connect on those here in the first half.
Second free throw in and out.
There's 2 more.
And an offensive board puts it back up. No good.
They got to go. Only 7 seconds.
5 seconds. Siesel, 3. Gets it right side. Deep 3 by Conser. Yes! Conser at the buzzer! Count the bucket. Huge momentum boost for the Buckettes as we head to the break. Riley Conser from Mansfield makes it 11-10. We'll head to the half. A 1-point game. We'll take a break when we come back. The Civista Bank halftime right here on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you've just enjoyed first half action live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report. But stick around, still plenty more to come right here as our boys high school basketball returns after this.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
That's it. America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Tonight's Division IV Regional Championship live stream brought to you live and free on the OH Report. Thanks to our generous sponsors, Spitzer Motors of Mansfield, home of the Spitzer Shield, shielding you from the unexpected on all purchases. Order a new vehicle exactly the way you want it, even if it's not in stock. Siesel Distributing. We at Siesel Distributing don't want to be the biggest. We want to be the best at what we do, which is delivering cost-competitive and quality products on time. Civista Bank. committed to developing generations of lifelong relationships built on trust, expertise, and exceptional service. First Federal Community Bank. Banking locally just got a little easier. In Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments. Thank you all sponsors for allowing us to bring you this Division IV Regional Championship game live and free right here on the OH Report. When we return, the Civista Bank halftime report right here live and free on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome back inside the Civista Bank halftime show, where your score at the break 11-10 in favor of Springfield. And, well, let's just show you how the first half ended. That's about 10 feet behind the three-point line.
Wow, that was so deep.
As the Buckettes making their way back out here. And let me pull up the first half stats. We'll get through that, and then we'll do some shout-outs and some scores from around the area for Regional Championship Saturday. Not many stats. 5-4 in favor of Springfield, 1-3 each. Boards, 12-11. Turnovers are even. Fouls are even. Springfield's made one less free throw. And that's the difference right now, 11-10 at the break. And like I said, there's not much to talk about because this has been a defensive battle.
No, so we'll just kind of just briefly touch on for both teams. I think for Springfield, they need to try and continue to go inside. Obviously with Brungard, that's where they have found success. We obviously spent a lot of the pregame talking about Mullen, but that's not to take anything away from her. Any one of these ladies on any given night can start to be that key player on offense. So probably for the Lady Tigers, keep trying to work through Brungard, and then for BC, you just take advantage of every opportunity you get, because Springfield has shown to be a little bit lax from the field and the free throw line.
As you see in the background, Springfield taking its feet on the floor once again. But Hayden, I know you have some other regional scores. We'll have that in a moment. So I will go over some individual scoring. Not a lot. First for Springfield, Lesnack 5, Brungard 4, Mullen with 2. For Buckeye Central, Concert 5, Siesel 3, Metzger 2. Score by quarter, 9-5 Springfield after 1, 5-2 Buckeye Central. The Buckettes have held Springfield without a field goal for the last about 12 minutes of game time. That's your 11-10 score. And Hayden, take it away.
Yep, so a little bit of regional bracketology here in Division 4. So above this game that we have here, the winner of this game would meet Toledo Christian in the state semifinal next week. Toledo Christian beat Columbus Grove 43-21. So that is the opponent who awaits the winner of the game you're watching right now. And then on the bottom part, Fort Loramie and New Madison Tri-Village faced off. New Madison Tri-Village was victorious 32-30. They will play the winner of Berlin Highland and Portsmouth Notre Dame, which at halftime, Highland leads 25-22 over Notre Dame. So that is your regional update for Division 4.
And if I could ask if there is a Margaretta halftime score.
I will look for
They're
that.
playing Ottawa-Glandorf in that regional at Elida High School in Division 3. But now we have about a minute 50 before the half ends. So let's go into our comment section. I haven't been able to really get to you guys. First, let's talk to Keith Mark. Hey, if you want curling, this is your homework. You find schools in Ohio that have curling teams, and you let me know. Then maybe I'll do a Country Roads rankings. But until then, I'm going to stick with basketball and football. Now to our Facebook comments. Kathy Dodge, our good friend Kathy from Shelby, Good luck, Buckettes. Brian Skoronsky watching from OH Report World headquarters, bringing home another chip to Titletown, BC. Jimmy Chafin, let's go, Kate. Jimmy, a big K-Mac, was watching the great Northmore Patriot Prep game last night. Went overtime. Went the way of Patriot Prep, who won their first ever district championship. So it was a matchup of two teams going for their first title. Kimberly Custenborder, go Ella, watching from Louisville.
Margaretta's up 15-8 at halftime, Travis.
Polar Bears looking like
another defensive
they're looking
battle
good.
going on.
Wanda White, go Buckettes. Ron Clady, let's go. Kirk Holthouse, stop shooting threes, attack the bucket. That's what Hayden said, but Buckeye Central, they are a three-point shooting team as well. But I understand what you mean, and yeah. Dora Brown, awesome shot. This is from the shot at the half. Kimberly Custenborder, nice. Jimmy Chapin, yes, sir. Kathy Dodge, wow. Jan Metz, way to go. Wanda White, great shot. Rebecca Kalb, great shot. Brian Rosen, great game. Kathy Green, woohoo Buckettes. The Pirate Ship, Tanner Slusher. She hit that from Curry range. I like that. Kathleen Byrne, go Buckettes. Mike Brown, Highland up 25-22 at the break. And Lisa Netolast, go Buckettes. Springfield will have possession as we start quarter number 3. "16 minutes to Dayton." It's a 1-point game as we're underway. Nevaeh Metzger gets it in the Brungard. They look for the back door set play, but it didn't work. Brungard kicks it right side. Ball fake, steal.
Great defense from Deppen to open up the half.
Buckettes with a chance to take its first lead of the night. Cecil's going to take it all the way, puts it up, deflected, and it will stay with Buckeye Central as we're underway, but that's exactly what you wanted to see, Hayden, a take to the hoop.
Oh, well, thanks for exposing me. I mean, that wasn't the greatest
Well,
attempt.
no, but I'm just saying
no,
they're being...
Yeah, I do like that, coming out aggressive, showing that they're going to try and do that. That can free up this three-point shooting.
For three, yes! Back-to-back threes. Buckettes lead for the first time. Welcome back, Sydney Worm. She's hit a big three in both regional semi and now the title game.
And this is the side of the court where they started to go off on Thursday, so we'll see if they get hot from the field.
Mullen, she's fouled and won, and a chance to give them the lead right back.
It's a big bucket. It's a nice turn, and then a way to finish. I mean, that was great defense right up until the end. Deppen made contact, though. Nice job by Mullen to finish.
So finally, Springfield gets a field goal to fall. Mullen's free throw good, and they lead once again, 14-13. 5 points for Jaycey. Concert across the timeline, 1 minute gone by in this third. Worm, she's going to try it again. Yes! Sydney Worm! Back-to-back threes, and once again the Buckettes lead.
All of Sydney's points here in the tournament have been three-pointers. That's their third, 9 total points scored in this postseason.
Nearly a moving screen. It's deflected out, and a turnover.
Now this is that big possession that if you're Buckeye Central, you're looking to capitalize on. Similar to what happened in the first quarter where Springfield came out and forced Abe Capel to call a timeout. This would be a huge possession to try and go up.
2 possessions.
Yes.
Concert picks up her dribble, but gets it to Deppen. Deppen in the corner. Stripped out, and it will stay with Buckeye Central here with 6:25 left in the third. Their second lead of the game, both coming here in this third quarter.
Evac will check in for Deppen.
Gets it in the Concert. Riley in the lane, pushed it into Colleen, but it's turned over. Grace didn't see it coming. Brungard stepped in front. Back comes Springfield.
Paige Colleen out there playing with 3 fouls. That's something noteworthy still here in the early parts of the second half.
And we're going to get a foul, a bump to the head.
That'll be Sydney Worm's first foul. And just
Ella
like that,
Evac.
Deppen will come back in.
Ella Evac checks back out. 6:08 left in the third. Buckettes on a 6-3 run here in the first minute 52 of this third quarter. Buckeye Central's hit its last 3 3-point attempts. The quarter court shot and then 2 Sydney Worm triples. Into the lane, scoops it up, no good. Rebound, Kate Siesel. Back come the Buckettes. Concert into the lane, rejected. Double team, but taken out. Big swipe. They got numbers. Into the lane, scoop, good, we're tied.
Back-to-back solid plays coast to coast that time for Springfield.
Toscano on the 2-on-1. 16 all. Into Deppen. Looking to get it to Kate Siesel. They do. As Toscano's right on her. Gets a screen. She'll try for 3. Off the mark. Rebound to Springfield. Now they have a chance to get the lead back. Gets it ahead. Lesnak. Mid-range jumpers off the line. Rebound fought for. Put up and in. No foul called.
So now we know how the second half will be called.
Or at least it better be called both ways like that. Concert. Over to Worm. Then to Deppen. 18-16. Calling with the screen. Concert ties it up. Timeout. Abram Capel. Concert has 7. Great jumper. Good follow through to tie it up at 18.
And that's tough. That's the definition of a mid-range jumper right there. But that's a big one. They've got to try and go blow for blow here with Springfield throughout this quarter. If both teams are going to stay hot from the field, they've got to try and match everything that's coming their way.
Couple more shout-outs tonight. Beth Haas, go for the money Buckettes. Julie Sinclair, go Buckettes from Shelby. Sharon Snipes watching. Husband and daughter are at the game. Melanie Beck, go Buckettes. And then over on YouTube, Sonny Oakley, let's go BC. Ryan Herr, good luck Buckeye Central. Cindy Huber, good luck Buckettes. Jacob Smith, go Buckeye Central. Scott W., go Buckettes from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
All right.
As we're out of the timeout, Springfield will have possession with 4:39 remaining. The offense has finally picked up here in the second half.
Brungard checked out for Springfield out of the timeout.
Mullen checked back in. Kerrigan Mullen. Jaycey will bring it up. Looking for a screen. Switches off. Toscano looking inside but gives it back to Jaycey. Coming up on the midway point of quarter 3, it's 18 all. Mullen into the lane, spins, forces it up, no good. Good defense that time as Deppen gets the rebound.
That's a perfect example of a possession there where everything is going through Mullen. You don't see a lot of other movement from the Tigers. It's just pass back and forth. If you're BC, you're rooting for that. You just got to really make sure you're picking her up defensively.
Siesel nearly had it stripped but gets it back. She's going to pull back for 3. In and out, no good. Mullen with the rebound. And it's a carry. She saw Concert step in front of her, and it threw her just off. As you see it right there, that stutter was a carry and a timeout for Springfield. The 9th Springfield turnover, their 3rd in this third quarter. So now Abram Capel going to be drawing up this offensive possession as Brungard will check back in after the timeout. King Capel, they call him here today. And thus why the BK crowns on the student section. Chuck City in full force here tonight.
I wonder if they still go by Chuck City, Travis.
I've said it. I don't know anybody else, but what would be their nickname then?
I don't know, but I just know that once we found out how that nickname kind of originated last year, I don't know if their boys team kind of had that same MO this year. I know it kind of was originated from the three-point shooting of the boys team, so I don't know.
This is true. Buckette Nation up on its feet. Springfield fans with no answer. Back to action, 3:41 left in quarter three. Concert. We'll start things off. Look for Siesel. Deflected and stolen away. Shouldn't have given that up. Into the lane. Layup. Good and one.
As tough as it is to want to, and I'm not going to discredit the energy and effort to get back into it. Unfortunately, that's one of those where you just got to let the two fall.
Concert's first. It's 20-18. Free throw, no good.
Big opportunity to keep it to 2.
Springfield has not been good from the charity stripe this evening. Concert looking to drive, gets it over to Sidney Worm. Now to Deppen. 3 minutes left in the third. Hands it off to Kate Siesel. Now to Concert for 3 in the lead. It's way off. Deppen there with the board. Stripped out of bounds, but it will stay with Buckeye Central. 20-18 Springfield with 2:59 left in the third. In the Paige Colleen, then to Concert. Now to Kate. Thought about the 3 double team. She's going to take it into the hole. Floater in and out. Paige Colleen with the rebound. Kicks it back out over to Kennedy. Kennedy will drive.
Got to be more physical against Brungard. That's just not.
Deppen in the corner. Lost the handle out of bounds. 8th Buckeye Central turnover.
Something that worked for Colleen back at the district level was she's so good at working and getting those offensive rebounds. Would like to see her go back up with it a foot away from the basket, maybe try and pick up a foul.
20-18. Brungard. Back into her. Back out. Step in threes off the glass, no good. Brungard puts it back up, no good. Rebound, right to Brungard. She puts it up and in. 22-18.
Back to 4 points.
Siesel. Step back 3. Finally, it's a threesel.
You could tell she was feeling that one. Didn't like the disrespect from the defense, so said, let me create my own space.
A threesel to make it a 1-point game. Vecchione lost the handle.
And who else?
Colleen on the ground. And a jump ball. Possession, Buckeye Central. Paige Colleen with a big effort to get that.
Nevaeh Metzger will come back in for Deppen.
As you look at the effort. Ahead to Colleen. Over the Siesel. She's going to try another one. Just off the mark and off the top of the backboard. It'll be a turn, not a turnover, but a change of possession. .127 left in quarter number 3.
And here's an interesting scenario when Deppen is out and Brungard's back in. Now you have to ask Colleen with 3 fouls to try and really lock her down. So I think that gives me a little bit of nerves for BC, but we'll see.
Vecchione puts it up and in. Nice take. A little bit of a hesitation. Her first points is 24-21. 65 seconds left in the third. Siesel guarded close. Gets it to Paige Colleen. Then over to Nevaeh Metzger. Back out to Worm. She already has 2 threes in this one. She takes it inside. She's fouled and will go to the line.
And a nice job. I like, and you see that's the great defender that Brungard is. I like that action, that motion there to try and draw her out when she switched on Kate Siesel, trying to, kind of stray her out to the 3-point line, but very quickly she got back in.
Vecchione called for her second. Worm, a 71% free throw shooter, gets the first. 7 for Sydney. It ties Riley. It's 24-22.
Deppen will come in for Paige Cullen.
You got one of the Colleens, right? Second off the mark. Ball on the ground. It'll be a jump ball, and it will go to Springfield, but that might be good for Buckeye Central. As
get it back for the fourth.
No other change of possession will get them possession to start the fourth.
Well, I think it'll be big to bother them here. You can get the ball back with plenty of time, try and tie this up again or take a lead.
Gets it in to Brungard, deflected, stays with Springfield. 34 seconds left.
I at least think you cannot let the Lady Tigers score on this possession. Not that it writes you off, but I don't think you want to give them any inspiration heading into the fourth quarter.
Vecchione with 15. Looking for a screen, quickly switched off. Hands off to Lesnak with 5. 4 seconds, 3. Vecchione over to Brungard, airballs it, and that's how the quarter will end. 24-22 as we head to money time. We'll take a break and be back with the final 8 minutes right here live and free on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome back to Perry High School. It is money time. 8 minutes separating these two teams from punching their ticket to Dayton. Hayden Gray, Travis Berardi on the call with you.
Siesel back out. The concert back to Siesel. Underway here in money time. Shot, no good. Long rebound, though, to Buckeye Central.
7:32 left in the fourth.
Buckettes need a bucket to get back in this. Skipped over to Metzger. Metzger into the lane. Floater rejected. Bit of contact there, but we'll play on. Mullen picks up her dribble. And we'll have to get a timeout. She almost had a 5-second call. Let's take a look at that other end. You be the judge of that.
Hey.
I don't know if there was contact there with the hand, but usually you'll see a referee call because of the swipe. However, if they do have good position, they see there was no contact, then they won't call it. 24-22 the score here.
And this one definitely this year, I think, give a lot of respect to Springfield so far here tonight. This one's not going to get away from either side, I don't think. This one's going to come right down to who's able to take the most, who's able to gather the most momentum and take advantage of the situations that they've earned. Shots have fallen a little bit more prolifically here in the second half, but I think it's going to come down to the wire.
1 minute gone by in the fourth. Mullen. Left side to Lesnack, back out to Mullen. Looking for the entry pass, can't get it there. Lesnack's gonna try a three. Off the top, the backboard, out of bounds.
And it's who's gonna be that person to hit the big shot that puts you up 4, 5, or 6. Neither team, Springfield's been able to get up by, I believe, 5 points was the largest lead tonight, 5 or 4. So
something like that, yeah.
Who's gonna get you? And it may never come, but who's going to hit those shots?
Backdoor cut. Siesel puts it up. No, off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound fought for, and we're going to get a foul on Kennedy Deppen. That's going to be her third.
Siesel had to put up that floater early because you're trying to avoid that length of Brungard or Mullen getting a hand on things as they've had, several blocks, I believe 2 or 3 in the paint tonight.
6:25 left in regulation. Toscano gets it back ahead to Lesnack. She's going to drive it down the lane, scoots it up, no good. Rebound, Kennedy Deppen, and she's fouled.
That'll be the second foul on Jaycey Mullen. She's got 9 points tonight. So Buckeye Central headed right back down. 6 minutes left here in the D4 Massillon Regional Final.
Colleen with it. Gets it right side. Deppen rejected again.
But steps out of bounds.
Line, yeah. So Deppen with a bit of a break there.
See what they can bring in off the inbound. They get it to Concert.
Riley gets it to Deppen. Reverses. Back out to Riley now. She spins into the lane. Foul on the floor.
Keep working it, though. It's got to pay off. That'll be the third team foul. Because if they want any chance to get into any kind of bonus tonight, whether it be the single or double, the pace at which Springfield's been fouling, not very often tonight.
Worm back out to Kate Siesel. Kate has 6 points tonight. Into Sydney. Back out to Riley. So we approach 5 minutes left in regulation, a 2-point Springfield lead. Kennedy Deppen back out. They'll reset.
I do appreciate the patience on this set. They know how vital points are. And as I say that, a costly turnover.
Pick and roll doesn't work. Brungard's there. Mullen spins, pushes it up, no good. Quickly ahead, Kate Siesel forces it up, no good. Both teams unable to score underneath the hoop.
They're just putting it up too quick on those floaters. The release is just too early.
Left side, three, no good. Brungard fighting for it, gets into the hands of Mullen. A mid-range jumper, yes.
It's a big shot by Mullen there. There's that 4-point gap. Capel would like to take a timeout.
Tough break for Buckeye Central. That just got forced out of the hands of Deppen and right into the hands of the all-time leading scorer in Springfield history. Mullen leads with 11 points now.
Try
26-22.
Try and see if I can get an idea of what's going on in that other game. Margaretta leads 24-20 over Ottawa Glandorf heading to the fourth quarter. And Highland leads 44-33 with 5:56 left in the fourth. That is Berlin, Highland, and Portsmouth Notre Dame.
Berlin Highland, a perennial power in Division IV. They were nationally ranked only a couple years ago.
And again, for anyone wondering, why are we announcing those updates? That is the bottom half of the bracket. Whoever wins tonight and then makes it past Toledo Christian, if they make it past Toledo Christian, will play the winner coming out of
4:17 left. 26-22. Metzger. She's going to drive, kicks it to Siesel for three. Off the back iron. Rebound, Springfield.
Now here's that chance. This would be a 6-point lead if they can get 2 points.
Midway point of the fourth.
6 points will be the largest lead of the night if they're able to convert and get some points.
They can't. Back comes Deppen. 2-on-2. Floats it up, too strong.
Well, they've got numbers for Springfield.
Mullen can't get it to go, however, and we'll get a foul. No, a jump ball.
I think that's fair. They both battled it out for it for a good chunk of time. So Springfield will hold possession. Sydney Worm will come in for Kennedy Deppen.
Inbounds to Lesnack. Works it around. Now to Mullen. Mullen into the lane. Puts it up again. No good.
This is when BC's got to take advantage. I know I sound like a broken record, but you're not going to have the all-time leading scorer in school history continue to kind of miss some of these easy buckets for her. They've got to get some points on this possession.
Siesel. Tried to give and go. Ball stolen away. And we'll get a foul.
Be the fifth foul on Buckeye Central.
First on Metzger. Brungard. Gets it to Metzger. Off the foot, a turnover. Mullen with the turnover.
And again, these are all scenarios trying to capitalize. These moments can keep you in a game with plenty of time left, 2:40.
Concert. Gets it to Worm. Now they got to cross the timeline. They do. Gets it to Riley. Nearly traveled with it. Didn't have possession, though. Colleen at the top of the key. Nice up and under. Gets it to Riley. And a timeout by Abram Capel. 2:15 left in regulation. 2-0 the score in the fourth quarter thus far.
Coach Capel will have one timeout, to work with the rest of the way, so they got to be cautious of that. This just a 30.
Down to the wire here. So we have close to 900 people watching. Thank you all for watching here, live and free.
These are the big moments, man. These are what you wait for and look forward to once you get this far along in the tournament, in the Elite Eight.
Worm out to Colleen. 2:15 left. Out to Siesel. Step back three off the sidearn. Deppen with the rebound. She'll put it up off the glass, no good.
Turnover.
And a turnover. Siesel for 3, no good. And then a foul on Deppen, that's her 4th.
Just can't buy a bucket right now, Travis. They're going cold again. And now Brungard will check back in for Springfield.
Nearly a trap. Bovecchione gets it. She'll drive it in the lane, gets it stripped away, and it'll stay with Springfield. Siesel nearly got the steal. 1:40 left in the Brungard.
Whoa.
No offensive foul. That was a bad call. Siesel try to answer. No. Deppen with the rebound. It'll be a jump ball. Possession, Buckeye Central. That's an elbow to the face that was not called.
Two-possession game. Springfield will take a timeout right here. It'll be a full timeout.
With 1:25 remaining.
So a minute for both teams to catch their breath, talk things over. Two-possession game, but the way these two offenses operate, or Springfield specifically, possessions all the more valuable right now because if you're Buckeye Central, you're looking at probably a couple more times to possess the ball. You're going to have to make them count.
Going to have to hit a 3.
Yep, they have to. There's no way around it or look for a three-point play inside the traditional way.
Buckettes will have possession. It will change the possession arrow to
so all 5 seniors come out onto the floor for Buckeye Central. Now everyone out on the floor other than Deppen and Colleen have hit 3s tonight too, so I know we're used to Kate Siesel hitting those, but that isn't their only option here. They can look for Sydney Worm, who will hit 2 of the biggest 3s of the game, or Riley Conser, who hit arguably the biggest of the game to keep them in it.
Riley takes the inbounds. Over the Deppen. Deppen's going to drive baseline. Reverse layup, good.
Great take from Kennedy.
Her first points. It's a 4-point game with 1:08 left.
Play smart defense. You still have enough time, but you can't let them hold it for too big of a chunk. Conser will commit the foul.
That's the 4th against Buckeye Central, the 2nd against Conser. Correction,
7th
the
foul,
7th.
yeah.
I was looking on the wrong side.
So with a minute left, they're going to force Springfield to try and knock down some crucial free throws. We'll see if the Tigers are up for the challenge.
Made the first. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Kennedy Deppen.
All right, so now you've got a 5-point game. A 2 or a 3 works here. You still have enough time, but it's got to be quick if it's a 2.
Skip to Colleen, now to Kate Siesel. Conser for 3, too strong. Rebound, knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Springfield with 40.5 left.
Nevaeh Metzger going to be checking in. Looks like they'll be taking Deppen out for now. Metzger to come in and play defense. Deppen does have 4 fouls, so wise choice.
Into the lane. Puts it up, no good.
Wow.
Offensive board, put back good.
That's huge from Brungard. I'm surprised they put the first shot up, but Brungard's 10th points, the biggest of the night.
Metzger into the lane, puts one up and in. Somehow, Nevaeh Metzger puts that one through, and it's back to a 5-point game with 20 seconds left.
Wow, that's a big-time shot from the sophomore because it was just a few centimeters away from probably getting called for a travel instead. Keeps it within 5. Buckeye Central will take their last timeout. It's a full, so 5-point game with under 30 seconds to play.
31-26. .146 left. Highland up 47-39.
So it looks like they will. How much time was left in that one?
146.
Okay, so still some time for Portsmouth Notre Dame, but if Highland is able to keep the lead, it would be New Madison Tri-Village in the bottom half of the state Final Four. Toledo Rogers awaits the winner of Buckeye Central and Springfield here tonight. That state final game would be played on, state semifinal would be played on Thursday.
3 minutes to go. Margaretta OG tied.
Wow. 20 seconds left. You know, you don't have a ton of time to try and trap. You got to imagine a quick foul will be coming.
They throw it away. It's stolen by
Wow.
Siesel. Concert scoops it up. No good. Deppen with the rebound. She puts it up. No call. And a hold. So no call there. And then a bump and no call. But hey, Springfield gets free throws.
Clock down to 11.1 seconds, and Buckettes
Metzger.
out of timeout.
Metzger with her second. Mullen with her 12th.
Mullen with 12, Brungard with 10 for 22 of the team's 32.
Worm over the Deppen.
They've got to put a shot up. 2 points isn't going to be it.
Block called against Brungard with 4.2 left. Deppen will go to the line.
So a chance for 2, but that would only cut it to a 5-point game with less than 5 seconds left. I don't know, Trav, you try and miss this one, I guess, and kick it out.
I don't know why the student section on the other side yelling overrated. They're a higher rated school, but hey, whatever you want to do.
What just happened here? They were setting the ball down. I don't know what just happened. Foul on
Worm.
On her second.
Toscano, 1-1. Good.
So unless something wild here happens, it looks like Springfield will be heading to take on Toledo Christian on Thursday.
Heave at the buzzer's no good, and that's it. Springfield pulls out the 34-28 victory to win the regional championship. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Civista post-game report, live and free on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
About ready for the presentation of the trophy as Springfield gets revenge from last year and will head on to the state Final Four. Travis Berardi back here with Hayden Gray, and for the Buckettes, just couldn't hit any threes in this one. Had a lot of open looks, just could not hit, however.
No.
And that's pretty much the difference.
I think Springfield was just able to take advantage of a few more looks tonight. They worked it inside nicely, and obviously their two highest scorers, Brungard and Mullen, played a solid game. Scored 23 of their total 34, but Buckeye Central will get their award.
Bill Lloyd from Buckeye Central. Harper Morning. Please come forward and get together when we call. Yes, Don, that's good. Siesel. Cindy Moore. Grace Colleen. Kennedy Deppen. Kennedy Deppen. Ella Evatt. Ryan Esper. Riley Concert. And now the 2023 regional champion in Division 4, the Springfield Tigers. Presentation of the award, Tom Lesnick and Bob Dean. If your name is called, please step forward and give your acknowledgement. Number 3, Sammy Jennifer. Jaycey Mullen. For Springfield, please come forward for the presentation of the team forward.
There you have it. The Division IV regional champions, Springfield. They will move on to Dayton on Thursday evening. And another team looking like they're going to head to Dayton, Margaretta. Up 4 with 30 seconds left. We'll keep an update on that to see if they pull it out. But we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get a Buckette as our MVP, maybe talk to Coach Capel as well, right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
It's Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 ding. Not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
That's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Back now with our Siesel Distributing Player of the Game, and we're here with Buckeye Central Sydney Worm. Sydney, I don't even know quite where to begin exactly, but you've had quite the last few weeks, you know, having to deal with an injury right before the tournament, and then you worked your way back, worked hard at practice, worked your way back into here, and then tonight, you know, Thursday you hit the three-pointer, and then tonight you hit two, and those couldn't have came at more crucial moments. So just talk to me about your path back and what it meant to get back out on the court.
I mean, obviously I was struggling really bad with it. And the community, I couldn't ask for a better community. They did everything for me. They helped me get back, and they got me back in my groove, and that's what helped me flow throughout the game. And obviously Coach Capel, he's worked hard to get me back too, and I couldn't ask for better teammates that pushed me.
You know, you talk about your teammates and you talk about your coach. This has been such a fun group to watch this year, a special group, especially you seniors. The foundation that you've laid here from previous classes before you, it just continues here. What do you hope you can leave behind for the lower classmen after tonight that you and the seniors kind of kept going this year and hope that they can kind of take it in next year?
I mean, every day in practice you have to hit your best. You have to give me your all, and you have to do it all. And that's something we even brought in at halftime. We're like, this isn't over. This game we could do. And we told them that they need to go out there and they need to give their all. And we gave our all, and it's just there were some shots that didn't fall, and some things just happened, and that's how it goes.
Well, obviously, this is a season for no one to want to hang their hats on. The community, we'll end there. What a showing tonight. What's it been like to be a Buckette playing in front of this community for the last 4 years?
This is the best community in the whole, I'd have to say the whole state of Ohio, honestly. They travel everywhere for us. They're the most supportive group ever, and we honestly couldn't do it without them.
Well, we must say for both Travis and I, it's been a privilege and an honor to cover you guys this year and watch you guys grow. So we wish you the best of luck, Sydney. Congratulations on being a regional runner-up this year. We look forward to seeing what's in store for your future.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take one more quick break. Be right back to talk with head coach Abram Capel.
Welcome inside the Civista Bank post-game show where Springfield will move on to a state semifinal in Dayton on Thursday evening, 34-30, the final. Now let's get right into the post-game show and take a look at the final statistics brought to you by Civista Bank. 12 field goals to 9. Buckettes had 4 threes, 2 of them coming from our MVP, Sydney Worm. But Springfield able to hit just a couple extra buckets down the stretch. Buckeye Central just could not get anything going in that fourth quarter.
Nah, they had a tough night from the field tonight, and those things happen. And those things happen, and it doesn't matter what stage you're on. It doesn't matter whether it's a Tuesday night during the regular season or here. It picks no favorites. So a rough night for them to struggle from the field. But I think Sydney kind of said it best there during that MVP interview. They knew at halftime it was a 1-point game, and they weren't going to give up till the end. And that's exactly what happened.
Individual scoring today. First for Springfield, Jaycey Mullen, 13 points to lead the way. Brumgard, 8 points. Lesnak, 5. Toscano and Vecchione with 3 each. As for the Buckettes, 7 points from Sydney Worm. Same for Riley Kunzer. Kate Siesel with 6. Deppen with 4. Metzger with 4. But like we said, they just couldn't get it going from beyond the arc.
No, they just couldn't find their groove tonight from the three-point, something that's been a strength of theirs all year long. But those things, happen in the tournament against one of the most prolific defenses in the entire state. Both these defenses today were on full display, and Springfield's just a little bit stronger tonight. The Lady Tigers, as you mentioned, had great performances from their top 2 scorers. And, outside of that, they had some good role players put in some solid minutes tonight as well. So, for Springfield, those two, that's a strong combination that gives them a good chance going forward. It's not easy to beat this Buckeye Central team. They only come in tonight with 3 losses under their belt. So this is a big win for Springfield, especially to overcome what happened up here last year. And sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes this year it was the passing of the baton from Buckeye Central to Springfield to represent this Massillon region. And, that's tough. It's been a really fun time getting to cover Buckeye Central this year, but we want to congratulate Springfield as well too, because this is not an easy team to beat, and they came out here and they were the better team tonight.
Also for area basketball fans, we want to congratulate Margaretta, the Lady Polar Bears. They defeated Ottawa Glandorf 36-30. They're headed to the state Final Four where they will play on Friday. Congratulations to Margaretta, who's been so close the last 2 years, but they got a little help from Harvest Prep knocking off the number 1 team in the state. They knock off Harvest Prep by 1, and then they knock off another powerhouse in OG to move on. I know we were going to talk to Abram Capel, but he
just looked up here. I think he's going to come talk to you.
Okay.
I think he's going to come chat with you, Trav.
He has a lot of fans to take care of and things like that, so I just didn't want to, rush the issue. But Abram Capel, the job he's done in his 5 years as Buckett's head coach, 5 district championships, a state Final Four appearance, multiple regional wins. He's just, I don't know, there were expectations at least for a district championship this year for Buckeye Central after losing 2 of the best players in school history, but then to make it to a regional championship and to be in the game the whole time against a team that brought back a lot, that says a lot about his coaching.
It's difficult. I would say show me a resume of any other coach in the area. And, I don't know all these things just off the top of my head, but Abe Capel's got one of the most impressive resumes of any coach in the area. And he continues to do great things here at Buckeye Central. The community's very lucky to have him. We're very lucky to be good friends with him and to be able to work with him. So, as you mentioned, this year, this is a great accomplishment again. I know it hurts. The emotions of defeat are never fun for anybody. But he's a guy that, you're happy to take the bus back with tonight, knowing that he's your head coach. Seems like he works with the girls so well, so I'm sure he'll be that guy that's going to help cheer them up, and they'll be able to look back on this season and recognize, they proved their doubters wrong. They set out and they accomplished their mission. I know it came up a little bit short from what they wanted to do, but what a phenomenal year, and I'll turn it over to the man himself.
Joining me now is Buckeye Central head man Abram Capel. Coach, first of all, you know what? Congratulations on another amazing season. You know, you lost two of the best players in school history, yet you're still competing, and in the fourth quarter competing for another regional championship. And I mean, that says a lot about this squad. A bunch of role players that came back and finished in the Elite Eight.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we have a ton to be proud of. You know, like you said, graduating what we graduated, to come back and win 23 games and, you know, be playing for a state berth. And, you know, I told them we're down 2 going in the fourth quarter, and I said, this is why we play, guys. Like, this couldn't be any more fun. You're down 2, and you got 8 minutes to try to get yourself to state. And, you know, that's why when you pick up a basketball at whatever age you are, that's something you dream of. And, you know, unfortunately, we just came up a little bit short tonight. We didn't play our best offensively. You know, we didn't make some shots, and you know, that's the beauty of basketball sometimes, right? That's why, you know, the NCAA tournament is one of the greatest things in sports, because you never know what's going to happen, and just wasn't our night.
Yeah, and shooting-wise too, you had a lot of open looks for three. They wouldn't fall, and that sometimes happens with that. You guys did hold Springfield in that second quarter. I mean, your defensive squad this year, 13th best defense in Division IV. You held them to no field goals over a 12-minute span. But like you just said, the offense just couldn't get that separation. But what can you say about these seniors this year?
You know, our motto and our T-shirts this year said "Defend the Legacy," and I thought they did that and more. Right. Each one of them, right? We didn't have that superstar power, and each one of them had their own game. And that was, you know, that led to team success, and that's why we had 23 wins again. And, you know, these kids worked their tails off, and, you know, we're not as, you know, maybe skilled or as talented as what we were last year, but in terms of heart and culture and, you know, grit and toughness, you know, those 5, and then the kids we played off the bench, they had that, and they had a lot of pride, and I think, you know, they probably exceeded expectations. You know, they had a belief within themselves, made of overly or overconfident, and it made them believe that they were capable of doing more than maybe what they should have. You know, so credit to them, and you know, they put in a ton of time in the off season. I continue to say that in interviews, and you know, that's kind of where we hang our hat, and that's you know, what we want to be the separator. And our kids work hard, and they deserve everything they've gotten, and everything has been earned.
And, I mean, you were blessed to have 2 Siesels come through your squad. You had Emily last year lead you to the Final Four. You had Kate this year just pretty much pick up where her sister left off. They've left their legacy on Buckeye Central basketball.
No, they absolutely have. You know, Emily was obviously phenomenal last year, winning Player of the Year. And, you know, Kate was kind of, I guess, always in her shadows, per se, and kind of dominated by that. And Kate had a fantastic year for us. You know, making 80-some threes, which is a school record. And, you know, she's not very big. I venture to say she doesn't weigh 100 pounds. And, you know, she's very crafty and worked hard to get to where she's at. And, you know, she had a really good year. I know she worked hard in the weight room. And, you know, you might not be able to see that from her stature, but she does, right? She did CrossFit and, you know, really elevated her game on both ends of the floor, in particular on the defensive end. I know stats offensively is what shows up in the box score, but, you know, Kate really improved for us on the defensive end, and she had a great senior year.
And then, you know, Kennedy Deppen, she finally got things going the Buckeye Central way this year, especially in the second half of the season, in the tournament as well as that regional semifinal. But she was a very good addition when she came over from South Central, moved over with her family.
Yeah, Ken was great for us, you know, the last 6-7 weeks of the year, and she started playing with more confidence. And yeah, listen, she was fantastic. And, you know, when Sydney got hurt is I thought when Ken kind of started playing her best basketball. And that's what, you know, that's what you expect out of your seniors, and that's what you expect out of your leaders. When somebody goes down, somebody's got to answer that call. And I thought Kennedy did a really good job, you know, the past 6-7 weeks of really elevating her game on both ends of the floor, and she was fantastic for us down the stretch, absolutely.
Well, and then speaking of Sydney, able to, you know, finally get her first minutes on Thursday, hit a big 3. She comes back in, hits 2 big 3s in the second half to really, you know, keep you guys in it. Had the lead for a moment too, but she, the fight she's had to come back, just to be able to come back and play in a regional.
Yeah, listen, when that injury happened on that Friday night, we thought she was done, and we kind of talked to the kids that, you know, you probably played your last game with Sid in terms of, you know, we all thought it was broken, and so did the ER doctors. And obviously it was a long and trying 3 weeks for us as a team, and more in particular for her mentally, right? To, not knowing if that was her or not her last time. But, for her to kind of stick in there, continue to work with our trainer, do the things that she needed to do to get herself in position to potentially play again. And then her to have the faith and the confidence that, the kids that we had left were going to continue to play and fight for her, in order for her to get another opportunity to play. So, honestly, a really cool story all around for our kids that were healthy, and Nevaeh stepped up. And then, for Sid to get that opportunity to come back, like you said, Thursday hit a big three, hit 2 huge back-to-back threes in the second half tonight. And I thought it was going to take the lid off us, off the rim, and kind of jumpstart us. And, unfortunately, that was about the only run we really had. But, Sid had a fantastic year, and she was having a great year until she got hurt. And able to come back after 3 weeks and kind of pick up right where she left off was, speaks volumes of her.
And speaking of a big three, right before the buzzer from, I'd say, about Mansfield.
Yeah.
Riley hitting that shot. That also, it seemed like it gave you momentum. It started that 9-0 run.
It did.
But she, another one, N10 Player of the Year, just another big piece in that, Northern 10 Championship, District Championship, and a regional runner-up.
Yeah, listen, Rye was fantastic and has been all year in all 4 years. And, Rye started for us as a freshman and probably had no business starting. But Kylie Brown got hurt in the preseason, and we implemented her, and we felt starting her was going to be best in terms of her nerves and her confidence. And then, sophomore year, Kylie's back, and Kendra Ackerman played well, and we moved Riley to the bench. And she came off the bench the entire year. Sophomore year, had no questions asked. Received honorable mention as a sophomore in terms of league. Junior year starts, plays a pivotal role. It was phenomenal, both regional games and the state game last year. And received no league honors, right? Nothing last year. And then Rye, moving to point guard, out of position. She's not a true point guard, she'll tell you that. Was fantastic. A leader both offensively and defensively. Had a great year. Doesn't always score the ball a ton. That's not her job. It's not her role. She is to facilitate, run the defense, anchor down, lead practices, be that vocal leader. And she was everything for that. And she's very deserving of Player of the Year, and she earned every bit of that. And, I'm really proud of Rye. She did a great job and, continued to work and elevate her skills. And, she's a huge part of our success the last 4 years. And I know she talked about it the other night of winning 4 district championships is tough to do, and not many people get a chance to say they even won one. And to win one all 4 years and kind of having a different role and a different position each of those 4 years is really cool. And, we're going to miss her as a program, and I'm going to miss her as a person.
And since I talked about all the other seniors, I got to mention Paige Colleen. When we did the Upper Sandusky game before the Christmas break at Upper Sandusky, Joe Baylog was extremely impressed by the way she was able to defend, especially inside the post. And that's that kind of post presence she needed defensively and offensively this year. And you were saying earlier about, some of these stats don't show up in the scorebook, but they're very pivotal for the squad, and I think Paige Colleen was one of those players.
Listen, you couldn't hit that more on the head in terms of what she meant to this team and the things that she did that nobody else wanted to do. And I can tell you right now, without Paige Colleen, we're absolutely a 500 ball club. She's all of maybe 5'7", 5'8", but, plays in the post and is physical. She plays like she's 6 foot, and she's an awesome kid, and she bought into her role, accepted that, hey, I'm a screener, I'm a rebounder, I'm an outlet person, and she wanted to go bang on people, and she loved every bit of it. And, really cool for her to be in a spot where last year she played a really limited role, right? Came off the bench for Jules and basically foul trouble situations, to go to a spot to where, couldn't come off the floor. And, she never complained. She never, commented or had parents come and talk, anything like that. She knew her role. She knew her time would come. And when her time did come, she had a fantastic senior year and made the most of it. And truly a really cool kid to be around. So if you ever get a chance to be around Paige, she's awesome.
So, yeah, you get all these seniors graduating, and I know, you're going to take at least a little bit before you get into spring and summer basketball, but what are you thinking team-wise as we head into next year? You even thought about that. You're thinking about the Duke, North Carolina game going on right now, probably, right?
I mean, listen, what's cool is, we had opportunity to have some bigger leads in some tournament games, and, we had we had younger kids get the opportunity to be on the floor. And listen, we had some kids make some big-time plays that, were kind of asked to do things. Nevaeh Metzger was great for us starting when Sid went down with an injury, and she was great. Ella Evac played a huge role for us, coming off the bench and being physical, and obviously she changed from a guard to a post. And then, Grace Colleen hits 2 shots. She hits one in the Upper Sandusky game to basically clinch a league title, and then she hit the other one in the district final that was like, okay, a little bit of breathing room. So, those 3, and then, there's other kids that played JV as well that'll play a huge role. We'll give them some time off, and, I know with, losing tonight and having this feeling, when the time comes, they'll be anxious to be back on the floor, and we'll be excited to get back to work.
All right, Coach Capel. Well, we appreciate the ride once again here to a regional championship game. Congratulations on being one of the final 8 teams in the state of Ohio once again. Just a phenomenal season.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming out.
Thank you. Abram Capel, Buckeye Central head coach. As we will wrap things up here from Perry High School. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible today. Hayden Gray, color commentator and camera for me for most of the season. Great job that he has done all year. Adam Thompson, our audio video tech, and then all of our sponsors. Spitzer Motors of Mansfield, our scoreboard sponsor. Siesel Distributing, our MVP sponsor. Civista Bank, our pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. First Federal Community Bank, our replay sponsor. And then our commercial sponsors, Spitzer Motors, as well as Frito Lay. I want to thank the folks here at Perry High School for allowing us to be here, as well as the OHSAA for allowing us to live stream this game to you live and free. Springfield will move on to the state Final Four. They knock off Buckeye Central 34-28. For Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Massillon.